What's up, guys? We're sitting here with the founder of Storybook. We're going to talk to you a little bit about what we're about. Uh, the main message we're trying to get out is connecting families, friends, and communities through a positive network because there's so much negativity going on in today's media. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the mission statement?
Well, it's just, again, connecting people through multimedia, and the negative of multimedia is just really taking our kids to, and everybody else for that matter, to a negative place, and always too busy. Families don't know each other anymore. And so we felt like this is a good way to do this in a reality show fashion that everybody can understand and engage their families and friends to be in a positive people's network.
And how are we going to tie all that in? Is it going to work? How's the portal going to work?
Well, the portal, we want to be basically a place for, a centralized hub for all the best videos. So it's YouTube base driven right now, and then we'll actually go out and get stories and have it all in one centralized portal, so it's fun and entertaining for everybody to participate.
And how are we going to be getting those stories? Where are we going to be looking for
them? People will be sending them in. We'll go look for them on the street. We'll have some street teams go out there. I mean, everybody's got a story and that needs to be heard, and we feel that we can share our strengths, hopes, and inspiration to help the next person not think their life is so bad. So it's all positive.
There's going to be a talent show going on too, and how is that going to work?
Well, I think everybody's got some type of talent, and if we can showcase our talents the right way, and we do this in a reality show fashion with competitions, and it's a way for everybody to again come into our portal and be able to have fun and just showcase their talents the right way.
And there's some incentive in that too.
Right. We're going to have the competition. They'll be competing. People will be sending in their stories. We'll be getting stories. The community will vote, and our community leader board, advisory board, will vote on this as well. So we're still working out the details on that.
And it's all about the kids, man, because they're the future, and it's definitely a positive message because there's so much negativity going on right now.
Well, it's basically, the kids are really the kids. The siblings are they're kind of like their idols, and monkey see, monkey do. So if they see their brothers and sisters doing the right thing, maybe it kind of gets them in that mode to want to emulate what they're doing. Again, they're really the future of the whole Storybook.
There's a lot going on nowadays. Lots of people talking about bullying and issues like that. People putting people down. How is Storybook going to work to help prevent that?
Well, that's why we want to do this in a reality show fashion. Go out, get the street teams, be in a positive network because these kids are in gangs. They have no fathers, and based on our research and what multimedia tells us every day, and all these statistics that are out there, and these kids going to jail, they just don't have any positive influences in their lives. So if they can be on one centralized portal to showcase again their talents, it's cool. It's cool to be smart, go to school, get an education, and hopefully that will snowball into a way that we can stop bullying, fight crime, and just really send a positive message and say no to it. Because a lot of these kids just want to say, well, man, screw it, I just want to do this or that, and don't really care about going to school they just want to do as much as they can to get by, and then once they get off, they're into the video games, or they're into the girls, or just nothing positive really ever comes out of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's almost focus pushed on education being bad, and working on the arts and the sciences is nerdy and frowned upon. So it's really good to see something coming along that's trying to promote that. how's it going to really work to engage more of the community, not just the people involved in Storybook?
Well, think about it. How many times, I don't know about your family, but you're sitting at the dinner table, if you even do that anymore. So it's a way for the fathers out there working hard, and he can actually, share his story in business in hopes to educate these kids. There's no free lunches in life. You got to work hard. So that kind of gets him back connected with the son that is all out there on his, video games and his friends and going out. The mom is usually in there working in the house, as a housewife cooking, and she has to deal with little Johnny coming in, and the grades aren't being so good, and the father's coming in tired from work. So if we can get little Johnny or the kids engaged in showcasing their talent, competitions, and getting videos, and sharing at the table, at the dinner table. The mom can social media it. She can, send it to her family and friends. And now the father comes home and things are and everybody can talk at the dinner table again. So it's a way to reconnect these families that are getting so disconnected
Definitely.
based on the multimedia.
Definitely. I know a lot of families have two working parents nowadays, and their kids are almost raised by this multimedia. So it's really good to have a positive site out there that you can come to, and you don't have to worry about your kids getting on to some bad networks and stuff like that.
Right. Plus, it's fun. It's entertaining. It's just has a lot of positives to it. That it's cool. So you got to have a little drama. You got to have a little bit of excitement. You got to have things that they can resonate with. They understand.
Yeah. So how are you going to get started on this? What's the initial launch looking like?
Well, this is a test, and we're pending our intellectual property. So right now, we're just trying to get this demo out so people understand it, and get these community leaders involved, and to kind of mentor these kids. Let's get the students involved because they really know it all. And what we want to do is in the next 30 days is get the students in here in a setting that they can really get engaged with this. They can help social media and direct it, and get the parents involved, which is again reconnecting the families again, one story at a time.
Where'd you really get the inspiration to go out and do this?
Well, that's again part of the story. We all have struggles, and we all have. I think it really stems from your past, and again, as you're a child with your parents, and which I really was disconnected. And so I had an accident about 2.5 years ago as a passenger in a yellow cab, and 10 days in the hospital, 80,000 in bills. And I found a brain tumor, and I think everybody has a time and a place they find their purpose, and I feel that I try to look at it positive. I was doing a club for the rich, and I think God stopped me on that, and so I got this vision. I feel like that it knocked sense into me, and couldn't work or drive for 3 or 4 months, and went on this journey, this spiritual journey, and trying to figure what's my purpose. And so I've just tried to take a hybrid of everything that was working with Facebook, YouTube, American Idol, and put it into something that was going to be a positive, fun, entertaining, website. But I mean, this was a long time coming, and as my journey went, as I was going around from different churches to different groups, and I had no formal education, so I self-taught myself this whole thing. I had a 10th grade education. I cheated my way through there on my own since I was 15 years old, and again, in this life of the nightlife that is full of dysfunctional people like me, with no rooted good family kind of background to it. So, I guess the message of this is never too late to find your purpose or to get an education. And you just got to keep your integrity with it. Never give up. Keep trying, and don't ever let anybody stifle your dreams. I got no positive affirmation really when I was a kid. I could never do good enough. So this was really the biggest point that got me to saying, wow, maybe I can use all these experience and that I've had in my past, because I can identify with these kids nowadays with what they feel is their God. And that God is, pride and ego and girls and money. And it's all a big fake, it's all a big lie. And it took me a long time to realize it. And the vision just started getting clearer and clearer and clearer, and I was learning and learning, and here we are today. So,
That's awesome, man. Well, thanks for checking out this video, and there will be a link to the full storybook portal around here somewhere, link to the Facebook around here somewhere,
you
and a
can
link to
just
the
go ahead
Instagram up there somewhere. So check it out.
Click it in.